Hey guys, it's Anthony, Super Duty Service. Here I make a little walk around video. Jeremy's truck here, 05, basic EGR cooler failure, and it stained the cylinder walls. So, I mean, as crappy as it is to say, we got the cure for stained cylinder walls. Figure I'd do a little walk around before we go buttoning it all up. Basic total rebuild. We went ahead and went 10 over, which I probably won't do. I'm not going to do much more 10 overs because 20s are easier to stock for the rings and the pistons because we use Moly. Let me show you here. Let me just walk around here. Yeah, we use Moly pistons. I got Hastings rings. You can see the piston box over there. All these old parts and stuff. I mean, we was originally going to go in for lifters at least. It's 200,000 mile truck, EGR cooler failure, bone stock. So was going to go ahead and go studs. Got the heads all done. They're not final cleaned, ready for assembly, but they've been worked. Got bronze liners in them with new seals. It was not updated anywhere, so we got the new STC fitting on the high pressure pump. Got the turbo all cleaned up. It's ready to go on, ready to assemble. Our intake's going to go on. Vibrant Y pipe. Put our Y pipe on. It looks good though. We even got the bottom. I mean, anaerobic on the bed plate made it look all good. You have to watch this right here though. I like to have it smash out a little bit. I like to put some sealant on it and let it smash out, and do all this when it's wet. Put the bed plate on and then put the rear cover on while it's still wet. Kind of call that balls to the wall. Once the bed plate goes on, it's balls to the wall to get the front and the rear covers on. That way the sealant seals as a complete T-joint and it all cures together. Right here, the sealant on the rear cover going on and the sealant on the bed plate right here. There's a T-joint right there. I like to have it all sealed as one piece, just because, you know, we can do that. So, you know, I don't really mind it smashing out like that. That's okay. That's it. It ain't hurting nobody none. You know, if for any reason it ever needs to come off, yeah, you don't have a T-joint sealing, but whatever. We don't paint the blocks. The engine block and the bed plate, I've painted them before and they just, it ain't, I don't know. Unless it's a real bad rusted truck and we have to scale on it and it's real rusted, I just leave it metal. We'll do the other stuff, you know, we'll make the rest of it look all good, but you know, rocker boxes, stuff like that. I mean, we got a spray cabinet here, so we can clean everything up, make it look off. I mean, it's gonna look brand new, you know, everything. I mean, it'll look better than new. I like to cut the top. Everybody makes fun of me. I love cutting the top. Look at that clean surface for the oil cooler cover gasket and high pressure pump gasket to seal on. This stuff right here kind of sucks. I mean, my assumption is that it's just because when they cast the engine block, they don't fill the mold up all the way. You know, I mean, it's not really hurting anything, but it's also not worth cutting enough out that it fills that up. I mean, it's not worth cutting it because it's just, yeah, it's not worth it. Massive array of parts that we put in. Always get new exhaust hardware, all new exhaust hardware, spacers, EBP tube, push tubes. He's already got the blue spring, so we'll go ahead. We just do the fuel filter seal kit. This is the seal kit only. So if you already have blue spring and you have to tear into it, you can get the seal kit, and it's not $60 freaking for damn seal kit. This is how we like to do stuff. It's all. I mean, you could dump all them in a bucket and I could put it back together, that's fine, but I mean, if this was your truck, wouldn't you like seeing it all organized like that? I mean, granted, it's not organized right now. I kind of thumbed through it looking for, as I'm putting stuff together, but yeah, I like to do the fans too. Hell with it, why not? What difference does it make? Who cares? I think it looks freaking good though. You know, I mean, looks like a brand new frame, doesn't it? It's kind of a bummer, we got this old freaking transmission. No, but I have a driveline shop that I use. Look at that. All Spicer joints. the carrier bearing was worn on this, so I send it off. I mean, it's $300. You can barely buy the carrier bearing and all 3 U-joints for the amount that it costs to have the entire drive shaft rebuilt. And then if you notice back here, this is the flange for the rear pinion. There is a balancer ring on most of them, like just a big balancer ring on the back. And I mean, my driveline shop, they said it. I'm all for it. They hate that balancer ring. It tends to, as years go on, it screws with the balance of the drive shaft. So on all the ones we send off to have rebuilt, they actually retube this. They put a new tube on it, and that's for $300 freaking. So hell yeah, you know, why not? And it's all Spicer new carrier bearing, all new U-joints and balanced, and do away with the balance ring on the back. Yep. So I don't know what else we got, but it's we're just carrying on. Figured I would make a quick video showing the heads and showing the pistons, showing the deck surfaces, showing everything. Here's all his valve train right here. Kind of bugs me how all the retainers, you know, yeah, I don't know. They're in a perfect world we replace them every time, but you know, I've heard of a lot of people saying they do replace them every time, but we don't have a big epidemic of them breaking. Generally, when they break, I've seen them break by taking them off or putting them back on. So I've got a whole bunch of those. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We might. I don't know if we're going to replace the retainers or not. I mean, if I replace them, generally we want to put new ones on it, but you know, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do nipple cup O-rings right now. These feel pretty good. We've got HHC diesels. Look up here. Look what we got here. HHC diesel keeps it stocked with the whole nipple cups and O-rings and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've got all of that stuff here. Yeah, I mean, I think we're only going to do 1 injector, so that's why I'm debating on. It was a deal where, do we do injectors or do we do cylinder walls? You know, there's only so much money that people have, I understand, you know, but if it's a question between either refresh the cylinder walls because we got staining from the EGR cooler failure, or do we put injectors in? Oh, it's a no freaking brainer. Do injectors later. I mean, hell, you know, let's get the bottom end all done, get everything all good, and then, you know, as they go, I know we got 1 of them that we're replacing, but the rest of them, hell with that, you know, let them get some more life out of these injectors, and then you know, we can go back in and do injectors later. But going back in and doing freaking cleaning up cylinder walls, no, that's not a later thing. This is how I like to phrase it is, this is the last time human eyes are going to look at these pistons, so we never want anybody to ever see them again. So I don't know, figured I'd make a video because hell, it's Saturday. I ain't got much going on, just putting these in together. Got my 830,000 mile bucket over there. We're doing an 830,000 mile service because it's Saturday. Hell with it. We can work on our own stuff on Saturday, can't we? Shit, I hope so. You can see the parts over there. We do forward, upper, lower rad hoses, coolant Y pipe, thermostat. You know, we'll replace all that. We're also going to do, this is one that we update the dipstick. Update the dipstick to the late model with the flared edge on it. With the flared edge right there. So that you can use the round eyelet dipstick. Yeah, I mean, all new glow plugs. Anytime we go in this far, screw that. New glow plugs, new glow plug wires. You know, basic. I mean, if it's yeah, replace it. That way we know we're not going to have glow plug codes come up. I mean, if they do, it'll be a freaking long time because at least we're getting a reset. And these little right here that a lot of people, I know some shops around here locally, I've seen their work. That right there is an exhaust manifold gasket. Put freaking gaskets on the damn exhaust manifolds. They make them, they sell them. Put them on, hell with it. It ain't hurting nobody. You know, I don't know. I'm just we're gonna do a coolant pump. I think we're doing a fan clutch too, I think. Coolant pump, fan clutch. Been in the habit of doing that, you know. I give them the option. I give everybody the option. If you want to do them, we can do them. Absolutely no labor. It's nothing. You know, but new cam sensor, new crank sensor. But I mean, at 200,000 miles, just put new ones in it. You know, he'll never ever know what it's like to lose a cam or crank sensor. You know, that's what we're going for. All the problems that you know, he'll stop at a fuel stop and be like, he'll jump out to get fuel, and there'll be another 6-liter owner, or there'll be some other owner over there, and they'll walk up and say, "How you like that truck? What all you had done to it?" You know, they do that all the time. Well, I tell my customers, when they ask that, you just say everything's done. It's all done. And they say, "Well, did you get this and this and this done?" And that's when you look at them like an idiot and you say, "Everything's done." That's funny. All right, I'm going to cut it off. Long enough video. The front cover looks freaking great, doesn't it? So does the upper oil pan. Look how shiny that is. What? Might as well clean it if it's dirty. All right, guys. Have a good day.